I'm Kathy Logan, chairperson of the UMass University M&A Bargaining Unit. We put this video together to try to inform you of the important issues at stake here and to show you the growing commitment to guarantee we achieve an equitable contract.
I'm here to protest, let everybody know that the administration is trying to take away a lot from the nurses and they're not willing to negotiate, and I'm here to protest that.
For 25 years, the registered nurses at UMass Medical Center in Worcester have built a strong union contract. The Massachusetts Nurses Association unit has lived through some tough negotiations and a painful privatization struggle. But through it all, the negotiating committee has been able to build a strong contract with very competitive benefits at the only Level 1 trauma center in central Massachusetts. This year, that has all changed. After a record profit of $94 million last year, the hospital administration, under the direction of CEO John O'Brien, came forward with 50 major concessions and so far has refused to back off on any of them. While the issues are many, they could have a very negative effect on these hard-working, experienced nurses.
If they got what they wanted, which would be no pension, I think pension is a very important thing. I'm retiring in 10 days, and my pension is very important to me. I look forward to it. I've earned it. I have worked for 25 years for this facility, and I have earned it.
The most important thing to me is the health insurance. I think putting in a three-tier system is a very bad plan. It concerns me the cost that it's going to be for myself, being a single parent carrying the family plan. If I don't work more than 33 hours, I'm going to be paying up to $115 a week, which will force me to work more hours just to pay for my health insurance.
The whole package is what's very troubling and very concerning to me. It means to me we're going to be losing a lot, our pension, other benefit. We can't afford to split off and be separate. We just need to stay unified.
On July 24th, the nurses held their third informational picket line, and the level of support was obvious.
When I got the flyer from the M&A showing the concessions that the hospital wanted, it really was unacceptable. 5 sick days, taking away the personal time. I figured I needed to come out and show my support for this.
The nurses at UMass work extremely hard, and quite often we don't even take a lunch break because our patients require so much intense care. And for the hospital to be doing this to us is just very disturbing because we feel that we deserve what we've fought for all these years and what we've attained.
I'm out here just to show support because this fight's not really even about the contract, it's just about existence of one side versus the other. It's about one side trying to eliminate the other.
I'm a new nurse to UMass, and I've read over the contract that the nurses have worked so hard to achieve, and I think it's important that we preserve it. So I'm out here today to raise awareness of the public and get some support.
Many nurses are fearful of the negative effects of a concessionary contract.
I really feel that the patients deserve registered nurse care, every patient, and that's what we're here fighting for today, so that we can retain the nurses that we have, the expertise, especially in the ICUs.
I don't think there would be enough nurses to do the job properly, and I think the patients would suffer the most because we're advocates for the patients.
I think it would be very difficult. I can't imagine the morale being where it should be, and considering the high level of patient care that we give to some very sick patients, I just think it would be a difficult place to work.
This is hard work. This is a Level 1 facility. It's not easy. It's not any job in nursing is hard, but this is really a pretty stressful place at times. And you want highly qualified people, and you pay for what you get.
If management were to win these concessions, many of these nurses would get on the turnpike, headed to Boston.
I think everyone would go to Boston, and I don't think they'd have any nurses left.
With the contract that they're offering, only being an hour away from Boston, a quality nurse is going to go to Boston and not to Worcester. So it will affect the community.
People go vote with their feet. they move with their feet to see what is good out there, and if they don't see what's attractive, then they will go elsewhere.
To many, CEO John O'Brien clearly doesn't understand the work they do.
I think I would like him to come and spend a 12-hour night shift in my clogs and see what it's like in the operating room with the traumas, the HIV potential, the hepatitis, and then sort of decide whether or not I need to pay more for my health care and lose my vacation, my holiday time. So come walk in my clogs and see what it's like.
I would say that John O'Brien, that if you want to keep the integrity of UMass, that you should respect the nurses and respect our contract and negotiate in good faith.
To members of the negotiating committee, it has been an interesting, but in some ways a hurtful process.
There's definitely a lack of respect for the nurses, and it's very evident in this contract. I've been a nurse for 20 years. I've been on negotiating teams for a long time, and listening to what's going across the table this time is so insulting to me that it takes all I can do not to jump up and say, "Are you for real?"
I feel a lot of disrespect. This whole thing of you're not worth it and you get too much and your benefits are too rich and all that. It's like that's very hurtful, I guess.
To many, the true battle has just begun.
I mean, it's phenomenal the things that they want us to give up and not give anything back to us. And I think that it impacts everybody personally on different levels, but I think that people really are ready to come out and they're ready to do whatever it takes to keep the contract we have, which is a great one, and to make sure that they don't take things away.
I think we all feel strongly. I mean, there are so many concessions that it's not, we wouldn't back down. I think we've got a lot to fight for. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take F-T-C-T. Thank you for taking time to view this video. We know that with your support, we will win an equitable contract that will allow us to continue to provide the highest quality care for your patients.